Hola from the west side. It is me, DC, the Purple Diva, and welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Wednesday, y'all. It's hump day. I hope everybody in those YouTube streets had a wonderful day. I know it was a very good day for me. It was a long one too. Matter of fact, I just got off work less than an hour ago. That's the kind of day it was for me, work-wise. But it's all good, you know. As I told you guys, it's been challenging because I have more work to do, and we have less staff, but we still have to get this more work done. But, you know, it's all good. I know that finally today, we did get a statement from Vanessa Bryant. And, you know, as expected, you know, she is asking people to, you know, honor their privacy. You know, they're trying to take it one day at a time. You know, I mean, she's devastated, as would be expected, you know, with the loss of her husband and her daughter. And I believe there was a statement that also came out today from the Lakers organization as well. I think that there's going to be a lot of stuff going on as we move towards, I guess, the celebration of life that they are going to be having in Los Angeles. And it appears that they're not going to be able to do it at the Staples Center because the anticipation is that it will exceed the capacity of the Staples Center. So it appears that they're looking at the Los Angeles Coliseum, where the Rams played the last 2 years, and where my alma mater plays their football games. So they are really anticipating that there's going to be a lot of people at the memorial. And although I'm here in the Los Angeles area, and it's going to be right there by, you know, where I went to school, where conveniently, I'm just going to tell you guys, there is a metro stop, you know, so you could probably get to it without having to drive over there. It's going to be insane if they have it at the Los Angeles Coliseum. So I think that I will probably watch that particular celebration of life along with the rest of the country on television. You know, I mean, you know, the same thing like with Nipsey and with Michael. Those were both held at the Staples Center, but they feel that this is going to exceed those two crowds, which is, you know, I mean, I'm like, you know, in awe about that because, you know, it's going to feel like an entire stadium. That's like a celebration of life, a memorial for somebody who's like a head of state. Because remember when they had the celebration from Mandela. It was in a stadium. Hey Terry. Yeah, I just got off work a little while ago. I worked late tonight. I was just talking about, the planned celebration or memorial for Kobe Bryant. They're talking about doing it at the Los Angeles Coliseum now because they don't think that the Staples Center will be able to handle the crowd that they're expecting. So that's going to be really huge. I don't know if they've ever done a funeral or memorial to someone's life at the Coliseum. I mean, they may have, but not in the time that I've lived here. So but it's going to be, I think it's going to be interesting. But I'm definitely, I am a Kobe fan. I respected him as a father, but I think that it's going to be a madhouse in that area. So I'm choosing to stay away, and not be part of the madness. Yeah, I don't remember that ever happening in Los Angeles that they had but you have to think about it. It's really only been the first one that happened was with Michael. Then was with Nipsey, and now it's with Kobe. This is the third time that we're, going through that. I mean, there was a huge one when that SWAT officer was shot down, and this was somewhere in that time period of when right before Michael died. But yeah, this is going to be huge, you guys. This is going to really be huge. But in other news, overnight, depending on where you are in the country, in my area, it's happened. That they're popping up with quarantine stations for the coronavirus. And it appears that China has held back information about how many people really have this stuff in China. And that it was probably going around for at least a month before they said anything that they knew, and they held off. I think that, everybody needs to be careful, especially if you're out, in the area that I live in, there is a hospital that is nearby, and everybody I saw that was over in the area near the hospital when I was out doing one of my walks today, they all had these masks on. If they were going into that hospital, if they worked in that hospital, everybody had these masks on. I don't know, maybe I should, maybe we should all invest in, masks to, protect ourselves, because apparently this may be airborne, and I mean, they're saying crazy things in regards to this, like it can stay on surfaces for up to 5 days, and that it can spread as far as 500 yards away, or 500 feet, 500 feet away. And they don't even know, first of all, they don't even know how to detect it until the person actually has full-blown symptoms. But I believe that Australia has figured out, is coming up with some type of antidote. But they have the people who are quarantined there 200 miles away on another island. 200 miles away on another island, not even on the mainland of Australia. Hey, Stefan, how are you? I'm doing good. Just talking about this coronavirus that China is spreading around the world. You know? I mean, think about this, guys. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I saw in another live stream that the coronavirus is a virus that canines get, dogs. And then, people are wondering, well, maybe because, now I know this is only in remote parts of China that they still practice this, eating dogs, but could it have possibly come from that? I don't know. Or is it something that was man-made, that was created by man to simulate something like that animals have, and to see what it would do to humans? It's, I don't know if the thing about it being in dogs is true, but if dogs have it, apparently it's not fatal to them. That there's certain things that human beings now have that are STDs that they got from animals because of things that I don't want to discuss. And they didn't have the same effect on the animals as they do on human beings. So it could be something like that with this coronavirus, but it probably is something that it could have been concocted in a laboratory to be a biological, type of virus. And and who knows how many times it's mutated. And think about the fact that China was reluctant to give any other country samples so that, other countries could come up with some type of antidote or something for it. Because let me tell you, whatever flu shots people are out there getting, it won't work on this. And when we get those flu shots every year, I don't get them. But when people get those flu shots every year, they only cover certain, types of flu. None of them ever cover everything. So getting the flu shot is not a guarantee that you're not going to get a flu. It's just less likely that you'll get the flus that you got the flu shot for. Yeah, I don't do the shots because, here's my thing. My father, who's a doctor, doesn't do them either. But I did get a flu shot. I've gotten it twice, and I got deathly, felt like I wanted to die flu. And I don't normally get sick, but I got sick when I got the shot. And when I don't get the shot, I don't get it. So that's my logic. Might not be good logic, but it's my logic. And then the thing is that I work from home. So how much interaction am I going to have with people who maybe have a flu? I know. I mean, and that's the thing. Hey, T Million, the flu can kill you. I mean, it can. You know, it does not. Most people don't. But some people, you know, can. And then and sometimes it can turn into, you know, depending on how your immune system is, you can end up with pneumonia. Now, I did have walking pneumonia when I was much younger. I didn't even know I was sick until I passed out. Yeah, it ended up in the infirmary at school. Yeah, that's when I found out I had it. That happened when I was in college. But, you know, they don't even know anything about this thing. They don't know nothing about it. Australia has something that they think can treat it, you know, but we don't know yet. And we don't even really know how many people really have it here in the United States. Because this thing has like a 7 to 10 day incubation period. Okay? So the people that we know have it today, they caught it 2 weeks ago. What about the people that are coming into the country since then? Because we've only known about this for about, 2-3 weeks? And in China, they knew about it for at least a month before. Hey, Uppity Unicorn. I loved your broadcast today. I hope you saw my little note to you, Uppity Unicorn. But yeah, they don't even, you know, what aren't they telling us? Because, you know, information in China is very, very restricted as to what, first of all, they see there, more importantly, what can come out of there. So we're only seeing what they want us to see. What about Canada? Oh, Canada is now saying something. So it's been going on in Canada, T Million. I mean, how many countries has this virus spread to? Do we even really know? Do we even know? Because like places like Los Angeles and New York, and of course DC, you know, have these quarantine stations. And I'm sure other cities where there are international airports that have any flights that are coming with people whose original, you know, origin was coming from China. So, you know, we don't know what we don't know at this point. So I don't know. Maybe we all need to invest in a mask, just to protect ourselves. I mean, I don't think anybody in my neighborhood, has been in contact with people that have been, to China. But, as I've mentioned to you guys, I don't live that far from Los Angeles International Airport. And we do know that some of the flights with people are going into that airport. They're also going into Ontario too, by the way, which is, I don't know, about 50 miles east of Los Angeles. Yeah, they're letting them fly out now. Exactly, because apparently they don't know they're sick, or maybe they do know they're sick. And you got to think about it. It just was Lunar New Year, and that's a big celebration over in China. So there were a lot of people that went over there and were already over there prior to that. Hey, Miss Pamela. So, I mean, I don't know, guys. It's like I told you, I don't live that far from a hospital. And I saw the people that were employees at the hospital, at said hospital, and people who were delivering things to said hospital. Everybody had a mask on. Everybody had a mask on. Out on the street, y'all. Like, there were some nurses who were on their break. They were walking across the street, kept those masks on. Now, what do they know that we don't know? I'm just saying, because normally, like when you come out of the hospital, you take the stuff off and everything, when you're outside, but they're not taking their stuff off when they're outside. Maybe because they don't want to chance it. Maybe because they don't want to chance it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't get sick very often, but I probably can invest it in a mask. I do go get my nails done, but I don't go. The person who does my nails is Asian, but they're Vietnamese, and they're Vietnamese American. So, and it's only him in his shop. He doesn't have like a whole bunch of people in there. So I'm not afraid of getting anything when I'm there. And he has a thing up so that we don't have that stuff coming in our face. But, I mean, I can't think of a lot. I mean, at this particular point, I'm not really eating any Chinese food for a minute. I'm just saying. Just not going to do it. And for the most part, I think I'm just going to only eat food that maybe I prepared myself, that I can be real sure. Well, see, that's the thing up at the Unicorn. Apparently, a lot of these people are going to their destinations and they don't appear to be sick. But the thing is that this coronavirus has a up to 10-day incubation period. So, like 2 weeks later, they're going to start to have symptoms. So maybe they should be quarantining them for two weeks before they let them into the general public. I'm just saying, because this is another virus that's coming from some other country that, feels like it's about to spread like wildfire. Because it's apparently airborne. And if it stays on surfaces for up to 5 days, that means what you can't put bleach on there and get rid of that. It's still there. Nothing's going to kill it for 5 days. If it's on a surface in a hospital or any other setting, is that what y'all telling us? So what do we need to do? Go around with gloves on so we don't touch nothing? I don't even really know what the symptoms of it are. T-Million. I know I don't have them. I don't, I haven't been anywhere near anybody that has them. I guess we need to find out more about it, but they have had some reported fatalities from it. I'm glad you are better now, Miss Pamela. Yeah, something. Maybe ammonia will kill it. That's what I'm saying. But they're saying 5 days, guys. Anyway. Ammonia with the lime scent. I'm glad, Miss Pamela. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they're saying that it can live for up to 5 days. So I am assuming that that's taken into account that people actually wipe surfaces down. Who doesn't wipe down a surface for over 5 days? Yeah, that does happen sometimes, Stefan. Oh, y'all talking about, I don't want to, I'm not going to read that out loud, what Terry just wrote. I'm not even reading that one out loud. Glad I already had whatever I was eating. I can't stand that particular thing. Yeah, I don't like those. Hey, Angel, how are you? Thank you for coming. Please, guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to smash my like button. That's what I'm saying. I like Chinese food, but yeah. If I have any Chinese food, it won't be authentic or be authentically made by me. It'll be my version. Not going to no restaurants. Exactly. Chop suey. I know. I like Chinese food, but none for now. I'm good on it. I have my own woks for stir fry. I can do my own stir fry at home. You know? But I know I don't normally do this, but I'm telling you guys in advance, on my birthday, which is next Tuesday, I will be posting and accepting Cash Apps and PayPals for my birthday. That will be the only day that I will be doing that. But I will be doing that on my birthday. So if anyone is looking, if anyone wants to, feel free. I will be giving you that information on my birthday. And I probably will actually even come on camera and be on camera for the entire live on my birthday. I should be off that day and the day before and the day after, because I did ask for them. But I have one of those bosses that waits to the last minute to tell you if you have days off and stuff. It's just weird. He's weird like that, you know. So I know I have my birthday off, and if I don't have it off, I'm going to have it off because I'm going to be sick. Plus, I told you guys, I have so much vacation time. I have like 3, almost 4 weeks of vacation. Yeah, so I gotta take some of my time so I don't lose my mind. So I just don't need to be working for a couple of days. But I'm going to come on. Cards are nice too. Virtual cards are accepted as well. I will also have an email address for the channel before my birthday. So if you want to send me a virtual card, you can send me a virtual card. I know you don't, Stefan. A lot of people don't do birthdays. I do. I celebrate mine because I'm just so happy that I am blessed with another year. And, you know, I don't talk about my age very much, but I am an older woman. I am, age-wise, I am considered a more mature woman, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And this birthday will just push me closer, you know, closer to that next decade. But I still have a few years before I hit the next decade. So I'm going to live up these last few years in this decade to the fullest. I know. I told you my best friend, she doesn't really celebrate hers because her mom died on her day too. And then my half birthday is the 4th of July. So I like to celebrate my half birthday too, because my half birthday is in the summer. Since my birthday is in the winter time, I always celebrate my half birthday on the 4th of July again. But I'm going to do just a little something, probably just more relax and stuff, and get some food and stuff, and, you know, I think I'll probably be doing some celebrating over the weekend you know, as well. And since my birthday is in the short month, I do more celebrating throughout the month. What's a half birthday? It's when you are whatever your birthday is plus 6 months. So it's at the 6 month point of that. So it's 6 months after your birthday and 6 months before your next one. So it's called a half birthday. I'm not the only one who does it, Stefan, I promise you. Someone else told me about that. Yeah. I'm not the only one who does those half birthdays. I think it's other people who are winter babies like me. Our half birthdays fall in the summer. So I'm sure it was someone who was a winter baby like me who made up the half birthday. Exactly. Yeah. Since, I mean, well, you know, I mean, you can't really do like outside things if you have a birthday in the wintertime, you know, but I know when I was growing up that, you know, when I was younger, my parents managed to squeeze a whole bunch of kids into the house in the wintertime for a birthday or two. And then when I was in high school, you know, because I grew up on the East Coast, we had a basement. So I had basement parties, you know, a couple of birthdays, you know, so I made that winter birthday work for me. You know, that was before and I didn't know about half birthdays when I was growing up. That was something I found out about as an adult. So I'm sure it's something somebody made up recently. I know somebody else made it up, y'all. I'm simply repeating it. I'm not going to take credit for making it up because I didn't make it up. Somebody else did. But, you know, I was like, I could take credit for it and say, yeah, I made it up. No, I didn't. Somebody did. Somebody else did it. Oh, that is so funny, Stefan. That is so funny. Well, I have a friend whose birthday is on February the 29th. So she doesn't get to celebrate her birthday, her real birthday, except every 4 years. So this year she gets to celebrate her birthday again. Because it's a leap year. So stupid that we do all of that because we changed all the months. You know, we changed all of the months for this Gregorian calendar that we're on. Because there was really 13 months, you know? And, you know, but even by putting it in a 12-month thing, now we're stuck because we don't come out at exactly a year because of how they did it. So it's just hilarious. So they, you know, to catch up with the our rotation around the sun, every 4 years we add a day. I know that I'm telling you, uppity unicorn. I'm thinking maybe I need to wear gloves when I go out in public, wear masks, you know, don't touch nothing, don't breathe nothing, don't eat nothing out in public. only eat stuff that I did at home, boil everything. Hey, you have some pizza. It's in the oven. Mom left it in the oven for you. Okay? Yeah, David was upstairs. That's what I'm saying, uppity unicorn. When 5 days, what kind of virus is this that can survive for 5 days? That's what I'm saying. What kind of virus is this that can survive for 5 days? That's a long time, guys. That's a long time. And that's why I'm like, I'm saying it jokingly, but I'm really serious. I'm really serious. It's like, maybe we need to really think about that. And the fact that I'm watching these hospital workers do this, and the reason why I'm bringing it up is because last week they weren't doing this, guys. Last week, because I walk past this hospital all the time. Last week, did nobody have on a mask when they were outside? This week, everybody has on a mask, and they had on gloves, and they had on those little gloves, and they had the gloves on. See, so it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder. I know. That's what I'm saying. And I don't know, like, the thing may have mutated. They added something to something that already existed and made it worse. Hey, DLD. How are you? Thanks for coming. Who knows? I'm just thinking that, this thing could have mutated. Because, think about this. Most of us know, most of us believe, I won't say, most of us believe that HIV was man-made. And by that same premise, we also know that whatever it originally was has mutated many times from that original virus, which is why it's so hard for them to control that. So that's what I'm saying with the man-made thing. It's not synthetic. They're just putting different things together and seeing what happens. Taking a couple of viruses or something that they had in some laboratory and just studying what happens when they mix them. Well, there are people who don't really care about innocent people, because to them it's for the greater good. We all know that there are some that would like to see this planet depopulated. And what better way to do it than through biological warfare? So what if you lose some of your own along the way? But now you have people who are spreading this freaking virus all over the world. And they're entering into countries and nobody knows that they have the virus because there's no symptoms of it when they first get here. It's not like you can test them and see if they have a fever. So they don't have any symptoms. They have the symptoms days or a week later. By which point, how many people have they been around? Because apparently this is airborne. Yep, exactly, up the unicorn. Exactly. I don't put anything past any people in regards to experimenting with diseases to see what the effects of those diseases are on other human beings, all in the name of science or whatever other twisted thoughts they may have. Yes, it was. They claim that it was this one person who was, what was he? He was a flight attendant or something. I don't know. Who started passing it around. And he was the first known case, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that every time we get these epidemics like this, you have to think about what's really going on. You have to think about it. You know? Because why is this kind of stuff happening like that in the 21st century? And as quote unquote highly evolved as they are in China, why would they let this happen? I know, Terry, that's what I'm saying. There are certain factions in the world who part of their mandate is to depopulize the earth of certain populations, to make them smaller, so to speak. You know? And you just don't know what the underlying reasons are for, you know, China to allow the rest of the world to be ignorant about something that was going on over there for at least a month, with people flying in and out of China before anybody else knew about it. Chlorinated chicken? What's chlorinated chicken? No, I don't think so. I only eat locally grown, locally, farm chicken that is not fed genetically modified feed. So I don't think that it's chlorinated. I'm looking to see what Stefan is saying. And you know what, Stefan? What I understand is that like the standards for food are stricter in Europe than they are in the United States. And that European countries don't want certain products from our country because that we allow GMOs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's my understanding, that they're very strict. They don't allow all the GMOs and the crazy stuff that Americans were tricked into allowing. And I know that at one point here in California voters had the opportunity to force them to label everything that was in the state of California as to whether it had GMOs or not. And somehow the Monsanto Corporation was able to, lobby and put out so much misinformation that it died. It failed when it went to the voters. Exactly, Pamela. Exactly. California had the opportunity to not allow that, and the voters missed it. But once again, guys, hey, Heaven Sent, how are you? Thank you for coming. Once again, guys, I'm going to go back to what I said to you guys last year, and it's something that I'm probably going to maybe show some things on my channel, is we all need to have our own little small gardens at home, even if it's just a little herb garden. Try to grow some things yourself. You can go, like, if you're in the United States, you can go to like Home Depot or to Lowe's and get those big tubs, and you can plant, stuff in those. Even if you live in an apartment where you don't, have yard space. People need to start growing more of their own as much as they can. And then you can even do some of the stuff. You can even do some, fruits and vegetables in hydroponics, where you can make them grow faster. You can use similar methods that people use when they're doing cannabis, but you're using those methods for fruits and vegetables that are being grown with hydroponics. Same types of principles. And you guys know that, you know, with my son, we're going to be, you know, starting to introduce gluten-free things into his diet as well as into all of our diets. So it's going to be interesting because, you know, I'm going to try them. You know, I got to know what he's eating. I can't just let him eat it and not know what it is, you know. And at least I know with those particular products, I won't probably have to worry about as much of the genetically modified things with gluten-free things. Well, the thing is, Pamela, that our ancestors originally were not meat eaters. Meat really did not come into play until we discovered fire and could cook the meat. Because, you know, you have to think about a human being's teeth. Our teeth are really not, were not meant for tearing into meat. You know? I mean, I'm sure most of us know that. And that's one of the reasons why so many people can't drink cow's milk, you know, and can't drink, and they can't even drink goat's milk. They can't drink any milk that's not, you know, from a human being, because we weren't really supposed to drink milk from something else. But, you know, that's a bigger conversation, you know, because a lot of us are able to drink milk when we're younger, but as we get older, we become lactose intolerant because we weren't supposed to be drinking milk in the first place. I will, Angel. David. Yeah. Angel said hi. Yeah, Angel said hi. Well, see, I was an actual real vegan for like 7 years. I didn't eat meat. I didn't eat eggs. I ate egg substitutes. And I was a vegan, you know, before they had all these great meat substitutes that they have right now. Yeah. We had tofu. Mm-hmm. So I ate a lot of salads, you know. I ate, you know, a lot of salads. You know, and a lot of steamed vegetables, and, you know, and I mean, I liked being a vegan, but then I got married. It's not funny. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not happy. I'm sorry. Let me drink some water. I'm up here laughing and almost choked on the laugh. Anyway, but then I got married to my son's dad, and he was not a vegan, and so I introduced chicken and fish back into my diet at that point. And then eventually I would eat meat on occasion. But even now, I don't eat like hamburger or, beef a lot, because, well, unless I cooked it myself. But I find like when I get burgers and stuff from the burger places and everything, it's like after you eat it, you're like, ugh, I wish I hadn't eaten that. It's like it tastes good until you stop eating it. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, but where did it go? Goat cheese is good. Yeah, as a kid, Pamela, my mom would make like lamb chops when I was a kid. And I had, I've had it.
Hey, take the food out of here.
A couple of times, as an adult, but I don't really eat lamb. I keep thinking about the little baby, the little baby lambs, and I just can't do it. I guess it doesn't bother me with the chickens though. I don't care. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. But I still have to eat bacon every once in a while because everything goes better with bacon, y'all. So I have to let it into myself sometimes, And it's so funny because I don't know if you guys ever have you heard of that book that's called Eating by Your Blood Type? But according to the book, I should eat lots and lots of red meat. And I should stay away from seafood. Because I'm one of those people that I don't have any RH. Oh, and that's another thing someone said in regards to this coronavirus. They said that people with RH apparently are immune to. People who have no RH are apparently immune. So if you are RH negative, apparently you may not get it if you're exposed to it. I don't know if that's true, but that's another one of the stories that's swirling around about the coronavirus. I'm like, well, that's a good thing because I am RH negative. I do eat fish. I don't eat it that often though, Stephanie, because my son is allergic. He's allergic to fish. So therefore we don't eat fish in this household very often. But we do eat shellfish. We do eat those little scavengers. Because he can eat the scavengers. He can eat crab, he can eat lobster, he can eat shrimp. He can eat oysters and clams and scallops and mussels. All of that he can eat. He just can't eat actual fish. Yeah, exactly, Angel. Bacon makes everything taste better. I don't think anybody disputes that. Even if you don't eat bacon, it makes everything taste better. A bacon flavored soda? Wow. A bacon flavored soda. I know when they have like the county fairs here, they always have all these different things that are made with bacon at the county fairs. I think they even had chocolate covered bacon. I bet that's good too. And I'm not even a chocolate person, but I bet it's good. Oh yeah, lamb is curry. Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I've had lamb a couple of times as an adult because I go to Indian restaurants, spicy food, but it's so good. But it's spicy. If you do not do hot food, don't eat Indian food. But here's the thing. If you eat hot food, do you know what the best thing is to curb the heat that's going to hit your tongue? Is to put some sugar on the tip of your tongue after you eat the spicy food. And it will make the spiciness cool down on your tongue because the sugar will offset it. That's a little trick for those who want to try spicy food and you can't really deal with the hotness. Not water, sugar. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. A lot of people don't do spicy. I love spicy food. My son will eat spicy food, but I don't normally make it really spicy because other people. I keep in mind that other people don't like it as spicy, so I keep it down to, just the bare minimum. If I'm going to spice it up just a little bit, but not too much, keep it mild so that everybody can enjoy it. And then if it's something that I really like to have spicy, like if I like spicy chili, then I would make one batch of chili that's spicy, and I'd make another batch that's not spicy so that, people that don't want the spicy chili don't have to eat, can still enjoy the chili. I'm looking at this. Yeah. But if you ever ate the curry, Stefan, that's what I'm saying. Sugar or honey. Actually, honey works too. But usually you just need to have like a little packet of sugar. Put the sugar right on your tongue. And then you're good. Because that's what I would used to do. Because when I used to go, sometimes I would go like when I was married to my ex-husband. Yeah. And I would give him the sugar because he couldn't really do spicy food. But I got the spicy, liking spicy food from my dad. My dad is the one who liked spicy food, but he can't even eat spicy food anymore. My dad is going to be 81 tomorrow. He's going to be 81 tomorrow, y'all. I got to call him. But yeah, he hasn't been able to eat spicy food in a little while, even though he loves it. Yeah. As he got older, he couldn't eat it. My mom was the same way too. She couldn't eat the spicy food as she got older. She loved it, but she couldn't eat it. And so that's why I'm like, I'm going to eat it until I can't eat it. When I can't eat it, my body will tell me I can't eat it no more. It hasn't told me that yet. So I'm going to still eat it for the time being, but I don't eat spicy food only. He is doing much better, Pamela. Thank you for asking. He is also drinking water, which will help him because that is one of the reasons why he got the freaking infection, because he's not drinking enough water. You know, got to drink more water. Thank you, Miss Pamela. Yep, he's going to be 81. Yeah, Poppy. Oh, he said hi, Pamela. David said hi to you. He said hi, Pamela. And you want to say hi to Uppity Unicorn too? Okay, he said hi, Uppity Unicorn too. Oh, he's coming over to say hi. Hi. Okay, he said hi. I know he has that baritone voice. I love water too. I drink water every day. My son drinks water every day. He drinks more water than everybody. I need to buy stock in a company. Stefan said hi. He said hi, Stefan. David said hi. Pamela says she loves you, David. He said, I love you. Terry said hi too. Everybody's saying hi to you, David. Everybody's saying hi. Yeah, y'all. I cannot believe he's going to be 25 this year. He is going to be a quarter century. I remember when I was 25, y'all. I remember 25. I remember when I turned 25 that my auto insurance went down because I was a female. So when I turned 25, my dad made me get my auto insurance in my own name. Because I had it on his policy and I was just paying him for it. Because it was costing me a grip. But when I turned 25, it went down a little bit. I don't know what it is, but they figure that females, we suddenly become better drivers at 25 or something. Or I guess we're more settled at 25. And then for some reason, they make guys wait until they're 30 before they give them better rates. Yep, but I remember when I turned 25. I do. I remember that. I remember me and my sister had an apartment together. She was in college and I was working at my first real job, because I had worked a few jobs after college, but they were need to pay rent. Yeah, I'm gonna work here. But this was I worked in a bank, and this is when I finally got into the real estate lending stuff. So I had a job in it. Yeah, I mean, I was free as a bird when I was 25. I was young. Hey, when I was 25. I was in the skating rink. I was a skating rink rat when I was 25. I was always at the skating rink.
Hitting on the security
Oh, I thought the security guard was hitting on me.
Corrupting my young love.
You were in the service when you were 25? Yeah, I was working like I said, my first like real job, like, with a 401k, real benefits and all that kind of stuff. I was able to use insurance to go to the doctor instead of getting courtesy visits because my father was a physician. Yeah, y'all, that's a real thing. Physicians can get other physicians to take care of their family as a courtesy of their colleague, at a discounted rate if you don't have insurance. I was so glad when I finally had insurance. Just tell y'all that. Yeah, I had a real job then with insurance and benefits. And the only thing I did was I would hang out because by this point I was sick of clubs. Me and my friends were done with. I was done with clubs. By 25, I was kind of, the club was a meat market, so I didn't really. I would go every once in a while to happy hour, but that was just me and my sister would go skating, and we'd be skating with skating rink rats in our 20s. Yep. I can still roll. I think I'm probably going to, well, no, I'm not. I am going to, as soon as I figure out how I'm going to set it up, I'm going to put up some videos where I'm skating, like, outside skating. So as soon as I, have it all figured out how we're going to do this, then I'm going to post some of those in some of my vlogs. And I am also going to post some videos when I'm doing some dancing. So I'm probably going to do it in video though, because I will have to mute the music and then, add some cover music over it as you see the dance moves, so I don't get no copyright strikes. So look, those will be some things that I'll be doing as soon as I figure out how to set them up. Thankfully, I live in a part of the country where it's, I can do stuff outside in the wintertime unless it's raining. Since, Southern California is relatively, our temperatures usually stay in the 60s and 70s in the wintertime. So yes, Pamela. Stefan is our friend across the pond. So I'm going to probably put those, I'm going to be posting some more videos in the next couple of weeks. I know though I'm giving you guys content every day or almost every day because I have taken a few days off, with the live streams, but I am going to be doing, some other content that, shows other parts of me, like the skating, because I can still skate. I can skate backwards. I can do dance moves. So And I have some skates that I can skate outside. I have 2 pairs of skates. I have an indoor pair for at the skating rink, and then I have another pair that I skate outside. Is it? Yeah, that's good, Steph. And I'm glad that the weather is kind of mild right now. Do you guys get a lot of rain at this time of the year? Oh, really, Stefan? Yeah, I love skating. Like when I post, that's like when I post my vlogs up, that's me skating backwards. That's flashes in in one of the pictures at the beginning of my videos. Somebody took that picture, and that skating rink, they closed that like a few years ago. But there's still another skating rink that's around. But guys, it's like $15 a person. $15. And it's an adult skating rink now. Like they even have like virtual golfing in there. And I think they have a bar in there for, people want to partake. Although I don't think you should be drinking alcohol and then getting on those skates. I just don't think those two mix well together. I do both, but this is roller skating. But yeah, I grew up in the northeast part of the United States, and so I know how to ice skate as well. Because it's so funny is that there was this huge ice skating rink that's right down the street from the my elementary school and my church in Washington, D.C. And we used to go there. I learned how to ice skate there. But I also learned how to roller skate because that's what we did in the wintertime. Everybody went roller skating, so I learned how to roller skate. And then when I came to California, they skate year round, and it's like it was, so it was good exercise. I did it all through college, and I was even skating when I was pregnant with my son, y'all, all the way up until I was like 8 months pregnant. Nobody knew I was pregnant because I did not look like I was pregnant, but trust me, he was 10 pounds. But I haven't skated in probably 6 months. So I probably need to go. Yeah. It's nice. You can skate at the beach. I have friends that skate at the beach like every weekend. There's like a place in Venice on the beach that people like to skate and do skating trips. And so some of my friends go down there and skate all the time. And then, they skate at the skating rinks. No, Venice, like like in Italy, it's spelled the same way. But it's Venice Beach in California. It's a section of Los Angeles. And then on the beach, they also have this thing on Venice Beach that's called Muscle Beach, where you have like the guys lifting weights and flexing and stuff. It used to be a place that everybody liked to hang out back in the, well, when I was young. So back in the, like the 80s and probably like the early 90s. It's now more of a touristy place. You know, locals don't really hang out there as much anymore. But they do still have like a lot of like little you know, places to set up on the beach where they have stuff that you can buy. Yeah, but there's no, oh yeah, did you guys hear about what's happening to Venice, Italy? The city's flooding. Yeah. They're how it's starting to the water's starting to rise. Yeah. They've got to figure out what to do about that. That's an environmental thing. Oh, were they? Yeah, yeah. I saw it on something. It floods. It flooded. You know, the water rose up. I think it was last year. I think it was last year. Yeah, I haven't been there in a long time either, Pamela. I mean, I've been down there because I mean, not down to the beach part, but I been to Venice because I have a friend who lives down there and owns a house down there. She's one of the few African Americans that still owns property down there. And I've been over to her house a few times. Yeah, that is what they're saying about it. And they're saying that it flooded like the basement of the church there. So it's getting, and all of the stuff is getting damaged because of the water. In Venice, Italy. I think it's environmental though. I know, you know, different people have different beliefs about, you know, the water levels and everything. But either the water's rising or the land is sinking. One or the other is happening. Okay? You know, if the water's not raising up, well then everything else must be sinking. So it's one or the other. Yeah, it's probably gonna be 1,000 by the end of the week, Pamela. 200 right now, quarantine. Mm-hmm. It'll be 1,000 by the end of the week. Do you guys, Stefan? There's a lot of coastal erosion in the United States as well. There's a lot of coastal erosion along the coast in the United States as well. I think that's happening in a lot of countries. You know, like I said, you know, you have people who have different beliefs about, they don't believe that the water's rising. I said, okay, well, if the water's not rising, then I guess the land is sinking. You know? You know, if the water's not rising, then the land is sinking. Something is happening. You know, you can't, you know, places that weren't flooding are flooding. So Yeah, hopefully we'll get more information about what's going on with this coronavirus, because this is like an international thing at this point. I mean, it's affecting, pretty much, I mean, just think about how many different countries there are people that are in China, or people from China live in now, that went to China for this Lunar New Year. We don't even know how long this thing has been really going on. So hopefully we'll be getting more information, you know. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Because this is just ridiculous. And I really believe that the Chinese knew a lot more was going on, and they allowed this to get outside of their own country and into other countries. I don't want to indicate that it was purposely done, but something's going on. Something is going on. That's for sure. But guys, ooh, my voice is about to go out on me. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to end the broadcast right now, because my voice is about to go out on me. Yeah, I hope we do have more information. But until tomorrow, I want to offer you guys, hey everybody, peace and blessings from the West Side. Bye everybody. I will be with you again tomorrow. Bye.